We recently got leaked costume descriptions from Making Star Wars for the two leads of Episode 8, Luke and Rey, and honestly, when concerning Rey, it's nothing too shocking, but when concerning Luke, it sounds pretty awesome, and a lot more than I originally thought it would entail. The direct quote when concerning Rey's costume said this: "Rey's costume is very much what we saw in The Force Awakens at the very end of the film. She has the gray capri-length pants with boots as well as the arm wraps. But her vest from the end of the film is now gone, and she's only wearing the off-white colored tunic beneath, giving the costume a Luke Skywalker vibe. Her hair is also worn down now. She still wears the gun at her hip she received from Han Solo in The Force Awakens. I think that might be telling about where Rey is in terms of her training and state." Overall, as I said earlier, it doesn't sound like anything too groundbreaking, but I like that her costume is compared to Luke's, since by her role in The Force Awakens, she seems to be the Luke-esque character of this new trilogy. I also like that she still has the blaster Han gave her, and now she has a variety of weapons to choose from in Episode 8, including her original staff, the lightsaber, and now still the blaster. I am very curious as to how she will be using the blaster in Episode 8, whether or not it will be similar to how Luke used his in Empire Strikes Back as a weapon to use against regular troopers, or if she will use it while using her lightsaber as well, giving us a cool scene with a Force user fighting with their saber and a blaster. A scene where a character like that is slashing at stormtroopers with her lightsaber and blasting others far away with her blaster would be amazing. So that's what we got for Rey. Now let's read and discuss the description for Luke's new costume. Luke Skywalker wears a darker costume compared to what we saw in The Force Awakens. This costume is more evocative of his Return of the Jedi clothes in cut and color. His undertunic reminds me of Count Dooku, but his very dark gray cape drops over the top of his shoulders and chest like a shawl. This leaves his right arm free, but half of his chest covered by the cape. It's almost similar to the asymmetrical cut of Captain Phasma's cape, but more like a shawl in the way it covers his chest. Furthermore, Luke's black glove from Return of the Jedi is back too. I really like what I'm hearing from the design of Luke. His Return of the Jedi clothes were some of my favorite and very iconic, and I like that they've chosen to bring them back in a similar fashion. I assume that this design for Luke will be featured near the end of Episode 8, or at least after he departs Oct 2 and really gets down to business in Episode 8. I like the design for the very brief look we got at Luke in The Force Awakens, and I hope he has it for at least part of the film, as I assume he will. And then later on in the film, he will receive the attire that we're hearing about now. It is still unclear as to how much after The Force Awakens Episode 8 takes place, although it was rumored the film is going to do a first and start off right after the ending of Episode 7. I think an option they might go for is having a time skip not in between 7 and 8, but somewhere over the course of Episode 8. It's very important that we actually get to see Rey train with Luke and give us insight into both these characters. While it is not crucial to see the beginning of the training, I really want to and feel it's probably the best option at this point. The conversation Luke and Rey have after the final cut in The Force Awakens is also one I really want to see. Overall, the design for Rey based off of the description is nothing too shocking but satisfying, and on the other hand, the design for Luke sounds amazing, with more dark-toned robes and the return of the Black Hand being the standout features in my mind. Part of the reason I think I really loved Luke's design in Return of the Jedi was because of the awesome contrast between his green lightsaber and his black outfit, and I hope we get to see something similar to that with Episode 8. Luke's darker design also may give us a little insight into his character, as many costumes in Star Wars have before, with him having more of a gray or perhaps darker aspects to his personality in Episode 8 than before, but I may be reading too much into it, and it could just be a design choice and call back to Return of the Jedi. In closing, although it's not an actual reveal as far as the descriptions go, I am very excited and overall satisfied. So tell me what you think about these costume design descriptions. How do you feel about Rey's and Luke's? Would you rather have Luke keep the robes we saw him in The Force Awakens for all of 8, or do you like the darker description of his attire? Tell me all your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter for updates on the channel. We also have a Patreon if you'd like to help contribute to the channel and gain access to some special features. Click the annotations on screen to watch my previous video or a mystery video. Links for all are in the description down below. May the Force be with you and have a great day.